There is a man who has currently been on YouTube for over 2 years now and has nearly 30,000 subscribers. He's a what-ifer known by many, yet still it surprises me how there are still so many people who have never heard his name. He currently has a very weird upload schedule, but still somehow manages to post 4 movies in a row and say he has, no interest in quitting and still has the motivation to keep posting videos. He can make a 4-hour what if and people still just sit through the entire thing. He ended up taking multiple breaks from YouTube and even couldn't upload for a while due to internet problems, yet his channel views stayed consistent. To this day, he is viewed by many to be one of the best at what he does. Who is this person and how does he do it? Well, he goes by the name of Rouge X, and this is his story. So, chances are, if you're watching this video, you know exactly who Rouge X is, and it's very likely that you have watched one of his videos. In my opinion, Rouge X checks all the boxes for what makes a good what-ifer, and other people seem to agree with this as well. He has a great mic, good editing, good voice, good storytelling, etc. But what I described there probably just sounds like any average person, not somebody that is so popular and so special. Well, you see, Rouge X has a specialty, a skill that he has refined so much that he has very little competition in this area. Fortunately for him, this skill he has is arguably the most important skill for a what-ifer. And that, along with some other things, is what makes him such a popular YouTuber and what has allowed him to grow so much on this platform. Rouge X has an amazing ability to create incredibly detailed, creative, and interesting stories. His storytelling is just incredible, and what separates him from a huge majority of other current what-ifers is the fact that no one of his what-ifs feels like a copy of the other. A huge reason why fans usually get bored of certain what-ifers, or sometimes even what-ifs in general, is because it just seems very repetitive. For me, loads of YouTubers just got boring because it felt like every video was just a copy and paste of the other with a few minor changes. Which is why I was pleasantly surprised because when I watched Rouge's what ifs, this just didn't happen to me. Somehow, for every what if he made, he was able to find a completely new scenario and very creatively implement the abilities into the world in a seamless way. While all the other what-ifers were going over the exact same story over and over again, Rouge X was creating completely different realities and circumstances in every what-if. I mean, I watched multiple of his videos, multiple of his movies, and every single time it felt different. There was just so much detail going over everything that it wasn't like any of the other what-ifers you see these days. There's just a incredible amount of detail in everything he explains that you just don't see a lot, and that's what kind of makes him stand out from everyone else. Over the years, there have been many what-ifers, big and small, that have started making what-ifs with great motivation for about 1 to 2 years and then slowly just stopped uploading and quit or just straight up disappeared. For example, you can look at all of the well-known YouTubers such as, Izukage, Zether, Anime X, along with a huge amount of more other YouTubers who have just stopped uploading. when you watch their videos explaining, why they quit, being like, oh yeah, I quit what if because blah blah blah, every single one of them has something in common. All of them say something along the lines of, I just got bored of it, I didn't have the motivation anymore, it started to get repetitive and it was just limiting and restricting my creativity, and that sort of stuff. This was best summarized by a video by that one weeb called What If Channels Are Dying. And if you would like to see that video, which I definitely would recommend you to see, it will be in the link in the description, and also my video on that topic as well. But the reason that this rule seems not to apply to Rouge X is because he has completely broken the system. And whether he knows it or not, I think this thing about him is just what is making everything about him so much, different from everyone else. Because when you watch some of his videos or even just look at all of his uploads, you can tell that he just doesn't have the same restrictions as other YouTubers. I mean, if you look, for example, maybe at, not mine, but a lot of different YouTubers, it will all be very similar things, just like, what if Naruto had the Rinnegan? What if Naruto had the Sharingan? And they're all 4 parts and a movie every single time, just that exact same thing that is, boring but consistent and will just get them just enough views to get a little bit of money off of YouTube. But his Rouge's What If just could be 50 minutes or 4 hours. It could be about something in Naruto or based on a different anime, TV show, or even video game. The videos could be multiple days apart or multiple weeks apart. And yet, he can still keep getting a consistent amount of views and still keep uploading and gaining subscribers. It's just, he has achieved a sort of freedom that is very difficult to achieve in this community at this point. And that is what makes him so amazing. I mean, this is honestly one of the biggest problems in the community, how just things get boring and repetitive. But with Rouge X, it just seems different. He just has this sort of thing that nobody, well, actually I can't say nobody, other people do have it, but I mean, he just does tend to stick out in particular. Most people, when they see his What If channel, just think, oh, good voice, good mic, good story, good YouTuber, but just fail to acknowledge all the time, effort, and thought that is put into every single video that is made. That is why I made this video, so that more people can truly understand and appreciate the genius of Rouge X. Thank you for watching. And speaking of which, if you did make it all the way to the end of this video, and or maybe you would like to see more of this type of content where I review more, other YouTubers, well, just make sure to subscribe, like, if you want to, and if you want to see another one of these review videos, if this seems like a fun concept, just comment what YouTuber you would want me to review next, and what is special about them, and I'll gladly do it. But yeah, that's all from me today. I hope you have a great day, and goodbye.